Hello, welcome to the primaries 2020. We have a massive contest between the two remaining presidential candidates. Firstly, former Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, who ran in the Democratic primary in 2016, came within a hair's breadth but fell short to Hillary Clinton. Bernie Sanders, the independent senator from Vermont, is vying for the nomination and taking on President Trump. But Joe Biden stands in his way. The former senator from Delaware, as well as the vice president under Barack Obama, he has quite a lot of experience along with Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. These two have engaged in feisty debate moments, and let's see how it plays off in the primaries 2020. We have the first major event right now in the state of Iowa with 41 delegates on the line tonight. Bernie Sanders will win the Iowa caucuses. 41 delegates on the line. Bernie Sanders, the projected winner. Taking a look at our map, 22 delegates for Bernie Sanders, 19 for Joe Biden. You need 2,227 delegates to win the nomination outright. Otherwise, we'll go to the convention, and if no one gets that majority, it will go to the super delegates. We have new results coming in from the state of New Hampshire. 24 delegates on the line. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders wins in a landslide here, the state of New Hampshire, sending Bernie Sanders the nod. Let's take a look at our delegate map. 37 delegates for Bernie Sanders, 28 delegates for Joe Biden. You need 2,227 to win the nomination again. In the state of Nevada, 36 delegates on the line tonight. Again, Bernie Sanders doing very well in these early states. 36 delegates on the line in Nevada. Bernie Sanders, the projected winner. In our delegate map, 56 delegates for Sanders, 45 for Joe Biden. In the state of South Carolina, polls here show an overwhelming edge for the former vice president. 54 delegates on the line tonight. The former vice president, Joseph Biden, will carry the state of South Carolina. 54 delegates. Right now, Joe Biden has almost caught up to Bernie Sanders. 78 delegates for Sanders, 77 for Joe Biden. Most of Bernie Sanders' wins were very narrow, whereas Joe Biden's one win in South Carolina was an absolute landslide. So now they are virtually neck and neck heading into Super Tuesday with 1,100 delegates on the line tonight. California goes to the Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. We have a lot of projections, but California, one of the big prizes of the night, 416 delegates, goes to Bernie Sanders. In the state of Colorado, Bernie Sanders wins in Colorado. He wins in the state of Oklahoma. In Texas, not 54 delegates, I believe it's 228 delegates on the line. Joe Biden, the winner in Texas. Minnesota, 75 delegates on the line. Bernie Sanders, the projected winner in Minnesota. In Tennessee, 64 delegates at stake. Joe Biden, the projected winner in the state of Alabama. 52 delegates on the line. Joe Biden, the projected winner in North Carolina. 110 delegates at stake. Joseph Biden, the projected winner. In Virginia, 99 delegates on the line. Joe Biden will win in Virginia. In Bernie Sanders' home state of Vermont, 16 delegates on the line. Bernie Sanders shutting out Joe Biden in Vermont. He gains all of their 16 delegates. In Massachusetts, 91 delegates on the line. Elizabeth Warren dropping out and endorsing Bernie Sanders here in Massachusetts. 91 delegates on the line. Bernie Sanders is the projected winner. Here in the Democrats abroad, 13 delegates at stake. Bernie Sanders is the projected winner. Here in American Samoa, 6 delegates on the line. Joe Biden, the projected winner. Taking a look at the delegate map right after Super Tuesday, 839 delegates for Bernard Sanders. 95 delegates for Joe Biden. This is coming right down to the wire. In the state of Maine, 24 delegates on the line. Bernie Sanders, the winner in Maine. Take a look at the map there. We have 108 delegates on the line here in Louisiana, in Kansas, and in Nebraska. 108 delegates at stake tonight. Kansas, 33 delegates go to Bernie Sanders. Nebraska, most of their 25 delegates will go to the Vermont Senator. And in Louisiana, 950 delegates. Joe Biden, the projected winner. Bernie Sanders at 909 delegates. Biden at 757. In the Northern Mariana Islands, 6 delegates on the line tonight. Northern Mariana Islands goes to Joseph Biden. We have a right after this. The delegate map, 912 delegates for Bernie Sanders, 760 for the former vice president. We have a massive Super Tuesday, big state primaries in Michigan, Missouri, Mississippi, and Ohio. In Mississippi, 36 delegates on the line. Joe Biden is the projected winner. Polls showed Bernie Sanders leading in Ohio, but Joe Biden will win in Ohio. In Missouri, polls were dead even here. 68 delegates on the line. Bernie Sanders will win. In Michigan, polls showed Joe Biden with an overwhelming lead. However, this is a massive upset, just like in 2016. Bernie Sanders will win in the state of Michigan. 125 delegates on the line. Arizona, the delegate map here, 1,094 delegates for Bernie Sanders, 943 for Joe Biden. He's catching up. Biden nipping at Bernie's heels. Remember, 2,227 delegates to win outright. It's another Super Tuesday. Arizona, Florida, Illinois, big state primaries. Joe Biden will win in Arizona, 67 delegates on the line. He wins in the state of Florida, a massive 219 delegates on the line. And in Illinois, 155 delegates on the line. Bernie Sanders wins in Illinois. 1,319 delegates for Bernie Sanders, 1,159 for the former vice president. Excuse me. 49 delegates are on the line tonight in Utah and Idaho. It's a clean sweep. 29 delegates goes to Bernie Sanders in Utah and 20 delegates in Idaho. Bernie Sanders winning Utah and Idaho. 1,353 delegates for Sanders, 1,174 delegates for Biden. You need 2,227 delegates to win the nomination. Tonight, it's Western Saturday, Alaska, Hawaii, Washington, 125 delegates on the line tonight. Bernie Sanders will win in the state of Alaska, 14 delegates. Hawaii goes to Bernie Sanders, 22 delegates. Bernie Sanders wins in Hawaii. And in Washington, 89 delegates on the line tonight. Bernie Sanders, the projected winner. 1,434 delegates for Sanders, 1,218 for Biden. Bernie Sanders is opening that lead. So far, if my math is correct, he has won 6 out of the last 8 primaries. That's from the Arizona, Florida, Illinois primaries. He won in Illinois, he won Utah, Idaho, he won the western states. Wisconsin, 77 delegates on the line. Bernie Sanders making that 7 for 9. 77 delegates on the line. Bernie Sanders, the projected winner. Can he make it 8 for 10? Let's find out. In Wyoming, 13 delegates are on the line tonight. Wyoming goes to Bernie Sanders. That's 8 for 10. In the recent primaries, he's really building up a lot of momentum here. 1,488 delegates coming into Bernie Sanders, 1,254 for the former vice president. Coming into New York, a massive whopping 224 delegates are on the line. Can Bernie Sanders make it 9 for 11 in New York? Let's find out at the top of the hour, which is right now. We can now project Bernie Sanders, the winner. 224 delegates at stake. Bernie Sanders will win in New York. Bernie Sanders has really opened up a massive lead here. 1,611 delegates for Bernie Sanders, 1,355 delegates for Joe Biden. Joe Biden vowing to press on through the Acela Tuesday coming up. Let's see how the candidates go in Acela Tuesday. It's another massive Super Tuesday with 319 delegates on the line tonight in Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Rhode Island. It's a massive Super Tuesday on the East Coast. Connecticut goes to Bernie Sanders. In the state of Rhode Island, Bernie Sanders is the projected winner. In the state of Pennsylvania, 153 delegates. The former vice president's home, Pennsylvania. He has another home in Delaware, 17 delegates. Joe Biden, the projected winner. And in Maryland, Joe Biden is the projected winner in Maryland. Sorry, there we go. After that, Super Tuesday, 1,754 delegates for Bernie Sanders, 531 delegates for the former vice president. 70 delegates tonight are on the line in the state of Indiana. Bernie Sanders, the winner in the state of Indiana. So 1,795 delegates for Sanders, 1,560 for the former vice president. In the state of Guam, 6 delegates on the line tonight. The former vice president winning in Guam. There you see the delegate map. West Virginia, 24 delegates are on the line tonight in West Virginia. Bernie Sanders wins in a landslide here, 70-30 in West Virginia, 24 delegates. There you see the delegate map. 1,815 delegates for Bernie Sanders, 1,570 for the former vice president. Tonight, Arkansas, Kentucky, Oregon vote in their presidential primaries. It's coming down to the wire. 180 delegates on the line tonight in Kentucky. 46 delegates. Bernie Sanders, the projected winner in Oregon. Bernie Sanders will also win here. 52 delegates on the line. And in Arkansas, 31 delegates on the line. Joseph Biden will win in Arkansas. 1,881 delegates for Sanders. 1,633 delegates for Biden. This is Biden's last chance to claim the popular vote victory. In fact, 180 delegates, if, just give me a sec, it might actually be on this night, even, let me just find, so if we have 1,881, take away 1,663, 218 delegates gap. Tonight there's 180 delegates on the line, but then we also have the Virgin Islands have 6 delegates, Puerto Rico has 51, DC has 17, and the super delegates are 764. So there is still a chance for Joe Biden to catch up, but he's really going to win a lot of these recent primaries. Montana, New Jersey, New Mexico, North Dakota, and South Dakota vote in their primaries. The first results are coming in from New Jersey, 107 delegates at stake. Joe Biden, the winner in New Jersey, but in Montana, Bernie Sanders, the winner in Montana. He wins in the state of North Dakota. 14 delegates on the line. Bernie Sanders, the projected winner. And in South Dakota, Bernie Sanders wins in South Dakota and in New Mexico. A flip here. A very narrow victory for Bernie Sanders. In 2016, Hillary Clinton won here by quite a wide margin, so not great news for the former vice president. This is the current standing. Where do we stand right now going into the stretch? 1,974 delegates for the former senator, for the current senator, the former presidential candidate, Bernie Sanders. 1,720 for the former vice president. Remember, you need 2,227 delegates to win. However, that is unlikely to come of that because Bernie Sanders needs 253 delegates to win. However, the remaining delegates would have in the ballpark of the remaining delegates are 74 coming into the convention. So both candidates underwater here. They're gonna need support of super delegates no matter how these last results go. So Virgin Islands, 6 delegates on the line. Joe Biden, the winner. In Puerto Rico, 51 delegates on the line. Joe Biden is the projected winner. And in Washington, D.C., 17 delegates on the line. Joe Biden is the projected winner. So, where do we stand right now? 2,003 delegates are currently with Bernie Sanders. This is the pledged delegates. 1,765 delegates are currently with the former vice president. So, this is where we stand. In order to reach the nomination Bernie Sanders needs a minimum of 224 super delegates. As for the former vice president, he needs at least 462 super delegates. So for Joe Biden to win, he needs 462 plus one, so that would be 463. So let's take a look. With the super delegates voting, Joe Biden at 497, Bernie Sanders at 267. Adding in the total delegates, Bernie Sanders has 2,269 total delegates to Joe Biden's 2,263. This means that Joe Biden just needed 7 more super delegates to win the nomination, but Biden comes up short. It will be Bernie Sanders who will face Donald Trump. He wins the Democratic nomination for president, 2,227 delegates to win. Bernie Sanders is the winner of the Democratic nomination, winning by a hair's breadth over the former Vice President Joe Biden. So thank you for watching this video, guys. Thank you for watching really, really much. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I hope you will all join me in my next video. Cheers. Have a great morning, evening, night, afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you right now in the world. Thank you for watching. Cheers. Fun election predictions.